Remove this bracket that the inverter was bolted onto. Let's secure the bolts here, right? So that's this here. The next thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna take off the inverter cooler line from the pump, right? So we're just gonna use the rod beak, slip this off and get it off. It's kind of hard to do it, so I soften it up before. Right, just rest this to the side. What we gotta do is continue to remove like the selector. This one is the engine cable, one is on both that, and anything else that's attached to the transmission. Alright, so while Chris is underneath the vehicle removing some parts, I'm gonna be on top getting this harness out, and I believe I'm gonna move this water pump. With all the bolts for the bell housing removed, all the supports, next thing we're going to do is just remove the transmission mount and lower this transmission to the ground, pull up the next one time, and and just start to reconnect. Right, so let me just get access to this right here. So I'm just going to double check, make sure everything is released and nothing is connected before we lower the transmission. Transmission, fairly new, used transmission. Install with your bell housing tightened off, mount secured. Right, so we're gonna just put all the harness back together with all the brackets and stuff like that, and then yeah, take it from there, and then we'll put the inverter back on. Right, so let me get to it. Okay, so all the sensors intact, the speed sensor and stuff like that connected, right? And the brackets is back where it belongs. I'm gonna put on the plate, right? I put back up the water pump and all these things, security mount, put back on the plate for the top, and then I'm gonna start to connect the inverter converter again and go underneath, pop on the axles, drain the transmission oil, and then I'm gonna, you know, prepare this car for startup. Right, with the plate back in, everything is tightened up, put the reservoir in, pump is connected to the pump. Right, I'm gonna put on the inverter, finish connecting up all the harness, MG1, MG2, the high voltage battery, AC compressor, and all the coolant lines, and then we're gonna, as I said, go underneath the car and finish mount up. Right, so I secure the 10 nut that's under here, put back on this sliding cover, attach back the battery post. Right, I'm gonna finish this, connect up the rest of the things. Alright, so once I fasten up all the bolts for the MG1, MG2 and the high voltage and also the AC compressor, right, I put on the covers, also make sure the interlock is properly secured in, and now I'm going to put back on the client's cross member, fill up the reservoir, let the gravity, you know, flow. For the meantime, I'll probably use my scan tool and put the pump on, where I'm going to go on the vehicle and sort out the rest of the vehicle. Yes, I'm gonna pump some coolant into here, let the gravity pull it down. By the meantime, while I'm doing the rest of the stuff, I'm gonna check for leaks. So I just pour some coolant in the inverter reservoir, right? I'm gonna let that, you know, use the gravity, let it pull it down, and I'm gonna keep topping it up, right? So, yeah. As I said, I'm gonna go on the vehicle and check for leaks, and also pop in the axle and whatever else I have to do. Alright, so all the connectors hooked up, MG1, MG2, high volt battery, the AC compressor, I topped up the reservoir, I'm just letting it pull down, probably put a scan tool on it, I run the inverter pump, right, put back on the customer accessories, right, everything else is connected up, jacks where it's supposed to be, plugs where it's supposed to be, right, so now I'm gonna go underneath the car and continue to assemble. Alright, so we gotta pop on the axles, gotta pull on that bracket for the O2 sensor, and I gotta put on this mount, pop in the axles, and drain the radiator, the transmission. So this is the left side axle that was on the side with the damaged bearing. I'm not sure if this will leak on the seal. I just hope not, right, because the customer will have to purchase a fresh axle. See all the wear, and that's the sealing area, right? So I'm gonna put it up, I'm gonna inform him, let him know that he may have to replace his axle if it starts to leak. Top up the transmission fluid now, go back in the plug. Right, matter of fact, I could put the plug in now Let's get the safety plug here. Go into the back seat. I'm gonna put the safety plug back on. Right, so it's one, put it down, up, and then right. So next thing I'm gonna do is finish top up the transmission fluid, as I said earlier, and I'm gonna put the hybrid back on. Do my checks, check for leaks, put everything back in place, and take it for a test run. Right, so what we're gonna do next is a scan on the vehicle to make sure that we have no hidden codes or anything like that, because the customer did drive the vehicle with a failing transmission, so I don't want any surprises. Alright, so let's do a little scan real quick and see if anything comes up. What is this? A feeler or something like that? Alright, so I'm gonna clear these codes. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's because the battery was low at one time or what. Sometimes these things happen. If it comes back on, then we'll know. Then we have to solve that problem, right? So I'm just want to go in to the system to be able to run the pump for the inverter converter. Let's see if I have that. Okay, so this is the activated water pump. Let's see if I can do it. So I'm hearing the water pump being on right now, turned on. I'm gonna take it off. Come out of there. What else do I need to run? Nothing else, because I didn't touch anything else. Alright. Just checking to make sure the fan works. Alright, you're hearing the fan on and off. Alright, so that's good. There's nothing else I can do. Can I read some data where I can check to see what's going on with the transmission? Probably. In fact, I'm just going to put this in manual mode, right, maintenance mode, and monitor the coolant in the converter pump. So I got it in maintenance mode. I'm just monitoring the coolant. So I gotta top it up, make sure it's not going below where it's supposed to go. I'm gonna check this coolant also. This is full. So I'm gonna just top it up real quick, and I'm gonna just select it, go through the gears to make sure that the fluid goes where it's supposed to go. So replenish the coolant in the inverter converter. So I'm gonna run through the gears, make sure all is good. Reverse. You gotta close the door. Alright, moving. I'm going forward. I'm going back. Going forward again. I'm going back. I'm hearing no noise. Gotta take it for a spin. And let's secure, make sure the wheels are tightened, and take this car for a spin and then deliver it to the customer. Right, so this is the vehicle running after the transmission was replaced. Alright, we are moving now. are no longer in the garage. So I'm just gonna take it for a spin, make sure everything is good before I give it back to the customer. Yeah, I believe this is a fix. Let's give it a little bit more gas. Make sure all is well. Make sure that it's shifting, running through the gears like it's supposed to. Because this is a used transmission that he purchased. So we won't know until we drive it, you know. So I'm not gonna slowly just run through the gears. So thanks for watching. Hope you like what you saw. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, criticism, doesn't matter. Until next time.